Good morning. Today is Monday, August the 30th. You should by now have your book bag hanging and your notebook out, your computer out, and hopefully logging into ClassLink. Now, obviously, our computers are not perfect and we are having some technical difficulty. If you are one of those that your computer will not log on right this second, okay? What I need for you to do is I need for you to watch and pay attention to what I'm doing. And then as the computers begin to log on, we will get you set up and doing what you need to do. Now, if your computer never does connect, then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the computers out. Okay, so when someone finishes their DGP, then we will trade computers and you will log in and do your DGP. All right. So go ahead, get logged into ClassLink. You're going to open up Schoology. All right, you're going to open up Schoology. You're going to click on your name. All right, and then you are going to go to your English class. You're going to scroll down and you're going to click on first 9 weeks. All right, if your computer is working, then you need to be making these steps with me, okay? First 9 weeks, and you're going to go to week 4, August 30th. All right? Now, you should see Monday, August the 30th. I haven't put every other date in yet. You're going to click on Monday, August the 30th. All right, you have 3 assignments today, okay? We have DGP4M. Now, for those of you that have been absent or quarantined, the rest of you, I want you to let's help tell them what the 4 means.
Week 4.
All right, that means that we are on week 4,
Monday.
okay? And the M stands for the day of the week. Thank you, Jace. Okay, so we are on DGP4M, week 4, Monday. Okay, I want you to go ahead and I want you to click on DGP4M. Now, my screen looks a little different than yours. I'm going to click on preview and start new attempt. If you click begin, your timer is going to go ahead and start going, okay? This is what your sentence is. Hooray! These sentences are not very difficult yet, okay? Now, what I want to tell you about this sentence is, first of all, you have an interjection. All right, can anybody tell me where an interjection usually is at in a sentence? At the what? The beginning. Okay? At the beginning. Now, these sentences, all right, what is the common noun in these 2 words? Sentences. So what is these doing for sentences? It's describing, telling us which sentences, okay, which ones. So these is going to be an adjective. Now, I just told you 3 answers already, so I hope you were paying attention, okay? Hooray, interjection, these, adjective, because it's describing what? What word is these? It's describing sentences and telling us which sentences, okay? Are. No. Am, is, are, was, and were. What kind of verbs are am, is, are, was, and were? Linking verbs or be verbs, okay? Am, is, are, was, and were. They will always be the 5 be verbs or linking verbs. Now, you have to know if are is in the present tense, past tense, or if it's going to be in the future, okay? Can anybody tell me if are is present, past, or future? It's present, okay? Now, I know in 6th grade you were taught this, and I feel very confident that Mr. Harris taught you this in 7th as well. The word not. Can anybody tell me what part of speech the word not will always be? It will never, ever be anything different. It tells when or where. Really, it tells when something's going to happen or not happen. Okay? When. A word that describes when or where is what part of speech? Or that modifies a verb is what part of speech? An adverb, okay? Listen to me. The word not will always be an adverb, okay? I want you to say it with me. Ready? The word not will always be an adverb. We're going to do that again because I could not hear you. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. The word not will always be an adverb. Now, you're going to see that question on a test. You will see that question on a test. The word not will always be an adverb, okay? Very. It tells to the extent of difficulty. It's very hard, okay? That means that it is an adverb. All right, these sentences are not very difficult yet, okay? Difficult is describing sentences. Difficult is describing sentences. Difficult sentences. A word that describes a noun is what part of speech? No. I mean, we could say 3 sentences, 4 sentences, blue sentences, long sentences, short sentences. What are those words that I'm calling out doing? They're describing the word sentence. Okay, so what a word that describes a noun is what part of speech? A what? Say it louder. An adjective. Okay, so difficult is an adjective. Now, yet tells when. It modifies when the verbs or when the sentences are not difficult. They're not difficult yet. Modifies a verb. What part of speech is this? Adverb. Okay? Now, I have gone over this whole entire sentence with you. I hope that you paid attention. Make sure that you click submit. Okay? Okay. All right, when you finish and you hit submit, I'm going to show you what to do next. Now, when you finish, you're going to go back to Monday, August the 30th. Okay? You're going to go back to Monday, August the 30th, and our next assignment is going to be Wordly Wise Lesson 2 Vocabulary. Now, can anybody tell me what's different from this week from last week? We're not doing a paragraph, okay? I figured we need to change it up some, and vocabulary is equally as important as writing. So we're going to incorporate vocab this week, okay? Now, Wordly Wise Lesson 2 Vocabulary. It says define each word, list parts of speech for each word, and use each word in a sentence that you create, okay? You will be able to type within the document in order to answer and submit. Now, if your computer is up and running and you want to type it, you may go ahead and you may did the document not transfer over? It did not. Okay. So give me just a second and let me upload the document into your Schoology because it did not copy when I copied the courses. Now, instead of making you use a dictionary and look up the words yourself, okay, what I did is I provided you a copy of the words and the definitions. You may not use the sentence that is on that sheet. You have to come up with your own sentence. It must start with a capital letter and it must end with punctuation. Okay? You must write all of the definitions because these words have multiple meanings. All right? Your vocabulary words have multiple meanings. You have to write all of the definitions. Raise your hand if your computer is still not up and working. Okay, for those of you that your computer is not up and working, I want you to either A, get out a sheet of paper, all right, or B, just wait a second and let's see if it keeps coming up, okay? Now, these vocabulary words, they're going to be due before you leave class today. You only have 15 words and 45 minutes to get it done. That should be plenty of time, okay? If you're typing them on the computer, you are going to go ahead and submit them before you leave. That is going to be how I know that you finished and did what you were supposed to do. This is a grade. All right? This is a grade. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. I'm going to pull up or put in the document for you real quick, so give me just a second to get that done.